Snivelous Snape is the only character I liked in Harry Potter, as he was one of the only characters that the world had an actual impact on him. When you think of Harry Potter, the main character, he's one that never changed. He was always the boy that was chosen, and he just accepted the role and went with it, which is okay, but it's not important. Hermione was a very good depiction of what you'd expect of her, because she's a person up there, mudblood, that had no experience with magic until she got to the school, which explains why she's always happy and excited to be around and indulges in learning there. As you would hope, you imagine someone with such a different outlook on what is happening in the world that would put onto someone. And then there's Ronald. Yeah, that's about all I can say. But Snape has always been my favorite because of how the world has actually impacted and changed him. He was the bullied kid by Harry Potter's father and had a crush on his mother. Let's not focus on that part, but it's why he protected Harry Potter during his times and also why he was a bit of a dickhead to him. But as you see, in the beginning of the series, he doesn't show much, but he shows that he cared for him in a way. He tried protecting him when the two-headed guy uh, tried making his mop, whatever, broom, from crashing into things. Then he uh, saved Harry Potter when he suggested everyone dress up as Potter in that little scripted scene where he had to use one of his magical spells that was forbidden. He was he was an elitist. He was superior to most at creating potions and finding better ways of doing them, which created one of my favorite scenes in the movie where Ron and Harry show up late for school, and there's a torn up, messed up book, and there's one that's in perfect condition, and there's a little scene where they fight over it. I've always loved that scene because it's very realistic. It's even better because that's the book that Snape used and the one he created notes in to show better ways to create the potions. So, one of my favorite scenes, I don't believe this is in the movie, I don't remember it, but I do remember in the book that Harry Potter calls him a coward at some point, I believe before he dies in the part 1 of 8 movie. And one of my favorite things, I don't think they put it in the movie, I don't recall it at all. What I do remember is in the book, he, after being called a coward, he looks at Harry, goes to him and says, "I am not a coward. It is the one thing I am not." But he's because of that and him looking at Voldemort being a double agent, triple agent, whatever you want to call it, has made me appreciate him as a character, as he seems the most fleshed out and the most just altered character from the life he's lived. And you see it a lot, and more so the book. But it's one of my favorites parts of that whole story. The only other person I can think of that shows changes from the world around him is Dumbledore, as he has different moods and views as the movie has gone on, book series as well, but still. It's just one of my favorite things about that show, or movie series. But yeah, that's it. Later.